First things first, Ubisoft. This menu has got to be one of the most bland menus I've seen. Just because you place some particles dusting away doesn't mean it's aesthetically pleasing. I cannot make this video without talking about this avaricious tactic Ubisoft has come up with. This is a single player game. Assassin's Creed Origins came out at full price, yet Ubisoft monetized the game as if it was a free-to-play game. They purposely made the game incredibly hard by setting the enemy's level much higher than your current level, even at the easiest difficulty, so the player can purchase more microtransactions to make the game more enjoyable. Sometimes I don't know who's worse, Activision, EA, or Ubisoft. Oh, and by the way, I modded the soul out of this game. Ain't no way I'm giving more money to Ubisoft for Origins again. One year later, I thought it doesn't work like that. You have to go through every sequence in order to achieve the entire goal.
I thought Magi's was supposed to protect the Pharaoh.
Not only did Bayek survive that fall, but Hippotos also survived it. Are Magi's and Egyptian bodyguards beyond superhuman back in the day?
Garrison in Siwa.
Ptolemy wants the entire region kept on the hill. I do my best to keep the villagers out of trouble. I could use your help.
I'll do what I can. But do not forget, I have my own justice to pursue.
I knew I could count on you, Seni.
Ah yes, Bayek is on a mission to seek revenge for those responsible for the death of his son. But we have to do pointless side quests which does nothing for Bayek's journey.
Exulta, no one gets out of the house alive.
Somehow none of these men sees Bayek and his friend near the tree. I mean, they're barely crouching. Bayek is pretty much standing up.
Senu, old girl, in fine form.
Rabia has nursed her to health.
I must thank her.
I would like to know what happened to Senu. Too bad the game doesn't bother to explain.
The sand is so hot on my feet.
Sometimes they light on fire. It makes you faster. It is up ahead.
Can I come?
Your mother's waiting for you.
All right. See you at the ceremony, Hamu.
If you were going to send him off to his mother, why didn't you say that before? You even suggested going on a real hunt, remember?
Let's go on a real hunt. Huh? No?
Papa, I can get it to you.
What? No. Hemu, don't.
They're going to hurt us.
Hemu, Hemu.
This foolish waste of time!
Somehow that guy didn't feel his weapon being taken away.
Tell us!
Oh, I don't know.
We must go now. I will cut the heart from the boy.
Oh, wait.
He will never know the afterlife.
No, I will tell you. I will tell you.
No. For time. What's this? Stop! This is magic! The snake takes that as your answer. Shoot him!
So instead of killing him, you allow him to live. Pretty much committing the same cliche as many other villains.
We thought you were dead.
Are you serious? All you did was knock him out. Even if you thought he was dead, why didn't you double check to see if he would no longer be a threat?
Layla, are you with me? Habibti.
Told you not to call me that.
Thing is, the fastest way to get your attention is to piss you off.
I'm paying attention.
Okay, you need to take a break. The Animus is rejecting you.
I'm fine.
Yes, but your kidneys aren't. Go add more cyclosporin before they shut down.
So even in the previous Assassin's Creed, staying in the Animus can slowly destroy your body. The fact that Layla is still alive after the entire story of Origins is definitely sinful.
I've missed your touch.
I have missed touching you. I killed as well. Actaeon. I hunted him down and discovered a mask in his room.
Too bad the player will miss that for some reason. I mean, we play as Aya in the game as well. We will see Aya take her revenge on people who betrayed her. Why don't we get to see her part? Why don't we get an explanation for it as well? This is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm giving these minions my all and it's not even enough to take visible damage. This forces the player to buy more microtransactions, which is nothing but waste.
Official papers. This just belongs to Ibe himself, Eudorus.
Yeah, you can tell exactly what these documents are when you barely read anything. Definitely believable. If you slow this down, you can see this ball of grace reacting to the hidden blade before Bayek activates it. Also, this is an odd retcon. In previous titles, the ring finger was required to be removed, but in Origins, Bayek sacrifices his own finger to his target.
Die! And be done with it!
May the gods curse you. What cause have you to kill me?
It was you who murdered my son before my eyes!
You are a fool.
At the temple! In Siwa!
That forsaken shithole? I had nothing to do with that disaster.
It is too late for your lies.
You know, this just dawned on me. While we're in the cinematic, why aren't the guards attacking Bayek's physical body? It's not like his body disappears. What is going on while Bayek is putting his target to death?
The snake and Gennadios are dead. It was Eudorus. He died flailing in the baths.
I wish I had been there.
How psychotic must you be to pleasure yourself by admitting how you killed someone and left his body floating on the water?
D.
Hey, I was wondering if I should pull you out. Your adrenaline and BP are elevated, and it's affecting your heart rate and hormonal markings. Serotonin and oxytocin in particular. What happened in there?
You're a doctor and you don't know what happens when a woman is releasing oxytocin?
My ex-wife. I could feel her nearby.
And how is that? Explain to me how you can feel someone that's not Bayek nearby. Remember, Aya is long dead at this point. How is Layla able to sense Aya's mummy?
No, you dork. I think she's actually in this cave. Spouses usually share the same tomb.
A second mummy? We should really report to Abstergo.
Maybe after I find Aya.
I'm gonna call it in if you don't.
Deanna, no! If you do their well, get no credit. They'll cut me out like always.
Makes me wonder why you still work for them. Clearly, they can't proceed without you.
Give me the scroll.
Scroll? I do not have any scroll.
Your job was to carry it.
I hid it on our ship. I did not want it to fall into the wrong hands.
Where is the ship?
At the bottom of the lake. They sank it.
And for some reason you don't tell anyone? You just stood here until Bayek came to you? I wonder how this man wasn't fired for his incompetence. How can Senyu see underwater? I would understand more if it was daytime, but it's night. I guess Senyu is a bird, but we're seeing what she's seeing.
I will sleep with anyone as long as they agree to be executed in the morning.
I see. You're for the streets for the sake of a satanic ritual.
Come, we have much to discuss.
We have much to discuss, cliché.
You are my Medjay now. Protector of the true Pharaoh of Egypt.
So it shall be. Tonight, we drink, celebrate, make love.
Listen, man, as cringy as this is not a Disney game. Besides, the amount of sex these two are having, I find it odd how they only have one kid.
Pantratus! Are you hurt? Did they mistreat you?
Oh, definitely not. They kept him in good shape. Just like when the order sent you his finger to force you and your sister into doing their bidding.
And an atonement. His hands for thievery. His tongue for lying.
But I'm telling the truth.
Silence, boy! You will not speak.
If this is a punishment, then the devs at Ubisoft have no clue what punishment Egyptians did to one another. I don't know what kind of punishment consists of light slaps to the back of the head.
You! Who dares to enter here where silence has befallen her?
The Magi who has treaded many dunes to find you. Hide if you must, Hyena. But this tomb will not protect you.
I demand that you stop here. Turn back now and I will excuse this intrusion.
Siwa was an intrusion.
If you see how far her hyenas are, that's where she is. Deep inside the pyramid. So how is she aware of Bayek's being nearby? She's just a regular human being like Bayek, so there are no magical abilities involved.
My child!
You lost your child.
I haven't. Her rest is temporary. You have intervened on her reawakening.
And yet you aligned yourself to the Order. Ravage this tomb. Haliset!
Don't you dare say my name! My name does not merit your lips, you who have dishonored her. I am a good mother. Yeah! You're no match for me, desert scum!
Well, he did kill multiple members of the Order. You're no different than the rest, so how is he no match? I would like to know who can't see that giant hole behind that human-sized face. If you want to cover it up, there are objects that can do a better job. Bayek was told that the man sitting down knows who the scarab is. That he was almost beaten to death and had his tongue cut out so he wouldn't speak anymore.
The last man who asked questions about the scarab was near beaten to death, with his tongue cut out.
Who was he?
Olgupa, father-in-law to the most powerful man in the region, Tahaka.
But there are other ways to tell Bayek who the scarab actually is. Write it down somewhere to let Bayek know.
I'm glad you made it safely, Maharet.
Yes, the gods blessed our passage.
We saw vultures and a hyena and so much sand.
Enough sand to fill a lifetime. That is why we need so many to help us with our great work.
And what do you promise them, Tahaka?
Parcel of land with a house to call their own. They must only help reclaim it from the desert.
That is all? Just dig up your house.
It is no simple task. We must all pitch in to honor the gods.
People know his vision is a true one.
It is good to honor your father, Kawab.
The savior of Letopolis.
Let us have some honey dates now. And... Are you alright, Bayek? Are you alright, Bayek?
Are you unwell? Are you unwell?
So this is perplexing to me. Bayek is the only threat that seeks the scarab. Obviously, Tahaka is the scarab. He left Bayek to die in the desert, but why? Bayek is a serious threat and should have been killed immediately. Instead, the villain will allow the hero to free himself. And to make it worse, instead of destroying Bayek's belongings, it was kept safe nearby.
Ah! Mother! I'll cut you down like you did my father! I got you all, friend! I hate you!
Take care of him. Try to make him understand if you can.
You have brought blood and death to my house.
Lady, for you to live with a man like your husband, the fact that you never got suspicious about the evil your husband was doing, you have to be incredibly blind. When Bayek was drugged, how didn't you see the smile on Tahaka's face? He was right in front of you. Listen, I get this is a game, but killing children is like Ubisoft's biggest flex for some reason. How many children died in just this one game? Ubisoft, there are other ways to make a sad story. Also, how is Shadia holding her doll if she's already dead?
One more thing. Do not kill anyone. I want my top 4 fighters alive for rematches. I have given the Gauls the same order.
All right, we will not kill them.
What kind of arena is this? They're fighting with swords, hammers, and bows and arrows. How do you expect no deaths in this situation like that? But I do have to say, this was only to make the game longer than what it needed to be. Why did Bayek have to join the arena to attack the brothers? Isn't he an assassin? Why didn't he wait for the proper moment and kill them when they're not fighting?
They must have found out about... Oh shit! Fuck!
D?
So we know Abstergo is looking for Layla, but the game doesn't tell us how they found Layla in this particular cave. Trust me, I was dumbfounded as well, especially when the same guard spotted me a few seconds ago.
Fuck you, Abstergo! I'm seeing this through!
The fact that Layla actually saw through and wasn't interrupted at all baffles me to no end.
2 axes isn't enough axes.
What the hell is this guy swinging at?
Septimius has beat us.
Funny how all great men are reduced to food for maggots.
Yeah, it's decomposing. Happens to all of us.
We bring gifts from our local merchants.
Let them pass, with an escort.
These guards can't tell there's a human body within that giant rug. Besides, how is he able to carry Cleopatra in the rug so easily? Have any of you ever carried a giant rolled rug? Try putting an actual human in it and carry it. I'm sorry, what? How is she free when the rug hasn't been rolled out yet?
I fear Lord Caesar should have the honor to bear witness to the author of our kingdom, Alexander the Great.
You want to impress your new lover, I see. The tomb is sealed, no?
It is, but by an act of Gaia, not a royal decree. An earthquake in the early days of my father's reign has blocked the door.
Cleopatra says an earthquake blocked the door. But as you can see, I didn't even struggle to open the door. There was nothing blocking it.
Now, the most crucial part of the plan. Put this into...
Caesar doesn't think a woman can do a job correctly. That's sexist.
The lighthouse approaches quickly! We'll run out of land soon! Throw hard!
Clearly, these spears are unlimited, which makes me question why arrows, something smaller and takes much less work, aren't unlimited as well. Also, Bayek threw all those spears, but the very last one actually killed the elephant. The reason is a sin, because they only pierced his eye. It should be in pain, not dead. Yeah, okay. Those crocodiles should be more than enough to turn Cleopatra's brother into pieces. Ubisoft just punked out because they wanted to be more family friendly when it's already an M-rated game. I don't get why Caesar and Cleopatra would betray the 2 people who almost killed everyone in the entire game. Might as well just sit down and wait for your death if you're going to do that. Also, didn't the order try killing Cleopatra? Why would she ally herself with the man who sent people to assassinate her? That goes for Caesar as well.
The order is stronger now. They have Rome. I will deal with these.
Hold on. I was wrong. I am responsible. When my boy died, I fought back with rage and anger. But this only made them stronger.
I don't know about that since you killed most of them. There's not much left to kill. They were powerful when they were alive with power. Standing by Caesar didn't make them powerful since they all died easily anyway.
A mistake, my friends. But at least it brought us together. Now our enemies are hidden behind crowns, walking in the shadows of kings and queens. Who are the ones that walk in the shadows for the people? We are. Something has come of all of this, and it starts right now. We must continue the fight and defend the free will of the people. And no matter how small, our brotherhood is the only hope, and our kingdom needs no crowns. What we believe in, our values, our creed, will unify us. And I promise that for all the songs of Egypt, I will be the father I was not that day in Siwa. To the Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood!
Ubisoft, this is the best you can come up with? This is how the assassins became a thing? The order got Bayek's and Aya's son killed? The assassins were formed because of revenge? What a disappointment.
You will live, fool.
Flavius was behind the door. I'm sorry. Flavius killed your son.
They were here. They took the orb from me. They've gone to Siwa.
Siwa?
Bayek, Aya. Your people are in danger. Go now!
He's been holding on to his life until Aya and Bayek arrived? If I had a penny for every time I saw these cliches, I would be rich. For all I know, he could have been done for hours.
Why didn't you kill me when you had the chance in Alexandria?
You should have joined the Order. You need us.
You're responsible for the death of his son. What made you think he would ever join the cult that killed so many innocent people?
Do you know what you've done? Caesarion would have sat on the throne of Rome.
Listen to the cries in the streets. They call you a dead tyrant's whore.
I am still your queen.
The sin here is that Cleopatra believes Aya will do as she says after betraying both Aya and Bayek. Who's to say she won't betray her again? Delude yourself because you gain power is real. Just look at the leaders of today.
I have renounced Aya. I have killed Aya. I am now the Hidden One.
If you killed Aya, why is your name Aya in Assassin's Creed Odyssey?
Funny how all great men are reduced to food for maggots.